Hello guys and welcome back, and in this episode is going to be all about yoga. Look at that. You see, if you work too hard, then you have problem with your back, with your knees, and then on the construction site you need to do this. You have to have a professional masseur. Hello AJ.
Hello.
Very good, very good. And you have to have a professional injured guy. And it's him. Very beautiful. Anyway, in our video for today, we are going to render all this side of the wall. At the moment, it's all prepared and primed. I will still need to put some tape all around. There were done some repairs. In this case, right here is going to come a sink. Everything is going to be covered because it's going to be like a small sink, like a small kitchen, let's say. It was done before, but it was broken and is going to be changed. And also this side of the wall, which is going to be rendered with Silicone Render. The biggest problem here was that they used the corner beads, which they were on metal. Ooh, what happened there? He feels a lot of pain. So I was saying these were like metal and a lot of rust. It was coming through. So we had to stain block that one. And then we primed, like I said, and now we are just going to use some silicone render and cover all the wall to look good again. So without any further ado, let's just do that.
It only together.
Let's jump on it. Alright guys, so I started to do some awkward bits and pieces, and I've done them, most of them. Now it's quite late because they took me a lot of time and I wasn't thinking it's going to take me that long. Now it's quite late, the boys went home, it's after 5 o'clock, I think it's about 6 o'clock. And because the sun now went out, it's not drying that quick, so I need to wait a little bit longer because it's not going to be ready for the plastic trowel to be flattened down. So yeah, now it's starting to be a little bit more difficult, but I have more time to flatten it out. So yeah, probably I will still need to wait for this wall to dry a little bit. And yeah, I've done all these small bits and pieces. They just want the front right here, not at the back, because that probably is going to be painted and covered at a later stage. But yeah, I've done all this bit, even the top right there. I will need to take that tape off, and here it's taped also. So yeah, I will still need to do some touch-ups here and there, but at least this bit now it's done, and I need to do that back of the wall and this small bit, and of course this one, which I'm going to leave for tomorrow. If not, it's never going to dry, and probably tonight the weathercast says that it's going to be a thunderstorm. We don't know about that, but it could be a bad it could be some bad weather tonight. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that one, because that one is quite big and is going to be a lot of render that is going to fall down and stain after rain is going to come. These small bits, they are already dried and hard. It's just that bit and that bit that it still needs to get hard. So yeah, I'm still going to try to smooth out this bit so I can go home. Now, this render that I'm using right now, it's a render that is, I just used it a few times, and it's quite good. It has a lot of fibers inside. I don't know if you can see them. It's some small hairs that is in the bucket and is keeping everything together, and it's trying to help me on this wall to fill up all the gaps and everything. And it's going quite thick, and usually when you go too thick, then it's going to start to fall down. But it's staying quite compact, this type of render. Now this wall, it's not even, has a lot of repairs on it, and they weren't done flush with all the wall, and the render is trying to help me somehow to fill all the gaps, but it's still some imperfections here and there, like here and here, which I can touch them up after that. But yeah, it's giving me a little bit of headache, but I have to say the render is quite good and it's helping me a lot. The other ones that I used to use, they weren't doing that, probably because of all the fibers that this one has inside. I wasn't expecting for this render to be that good. Now, I don't mind about this wall on being too perfect, because everything is going to be covered and it's going to be okay. Hi guys, as you saw, you see, last night rained very hard and everything was washed away. At the moment I'm just trying to cover everything. I don't know if I'm going to redo it now because all this week is going to be quite bad. Now I will need to pass through other people's garden just to reach into the garden where I'm working at. And I was saying, at the moment I'm just trying to cover everything with some plastic sheet. I already pulled a little bit of render here and there where I could, and now I'm just covering everything up. And yeah, it's not a very good day. It's Sunday, and trying to cover all this thing up. And voila, let's start to repair some more now. And hopefully when I'm pulling everything down again, I mean the DPM sheet, the plastic sheet, I'm not going to scratch it some more and do more damage and then repair again. Now it's not going to easily go off dry, so I still need to wait. Now the weather is making it very slow, and yeah, at the moment I just repaired a little bit the bottom. I will still need to flatten it down. Meanwhile, this morning when I arrived, evening, anyway, when I arrived here, I saw what's happening, so I started straight away to pull it up again with my trowel, the render I mean, and try to repair as quick as possible before it's going to go off again. Now it's still very liquid because it still has a lot of water inside, and the actual render it's kind of falling back again. That's why I put another one on top, another coat on top where it needed. This side was kind of okay. I could have I've done it, I repaired it. Now this side is going to be covered, and the top bit looks alright, but yeah, that one, the entire wall right here had to be redone again. And of course at the end I'm going to do all this again, because that one it's all damaged, so I cannot recover nothing from it. This side it's all gone, so yeah, but I'm going to leave those for now. I'm just going to try to finish that side of the wall. Alright guys, so I finished even this bit here on top. I couldn't hold myself, so I've done that too. Let's work for the next time when I'm going to come, because I will still need to do that wall right there and this side right here, but I'm just going to leave them to finish and then I'm going to do it. But at the moment all was repaired. And it looks good again. Let's go home for today. I think we are ready now to go. It should be okay like that. It will have enough time to dry. And yeah, I will need to go right now, but the day is not finished yet because I will still need to go another 2 places to check a few jobs. So probably right now I'm around Enfield on Yare, and I will have to go to Dartford and Turok. So yeah, it's still a long day, probably around 5 o'clock. And yeah. Well, let's see what is going to happen next. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm back after about 1 week. Again, weekend. Now it's starting to take shape, but we need to do the big reveal. Now all the tiles are now in place, and it's starting to look a little bit better. Just need a little bit of grouting, but meanwhile we need to take that shit down. And it's not bad at all. A little bit dirty, don't know why, but that probably is going to come off. Ooh, something is in that bucket. We almost done another accident here. Now I got even a surprise, and it's this one. Now, because the kitchen here, the worktop is going to be a little bit bigger, they had to make it a little bit longer, so this one had to be a little bit longer. But now it's not flush, and this type of render is not going to cover, and I don't know why it's everything dirty, because it was covered. But anyway, some touch-ups here and there. Meanwhile, I'm going to start to finish this wall, and then I will do the other small bits and pieces, like that small wall there. It will need to be done, even that one, and then I will see what I can do about this side here. So yeah, let's start to do this one. Quicker, quicker! Jaldi, jaldi! Jaldi, boss, jaldi! Very good job, very good job. A little bit dirty, but very good job. Don't worry. He's supposed to be the big boss around here. Look at him. Look at this other one. Well, he's the smallest brother, so he's allowed to see. Nee, 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 nee. So they will install on the other side a small barbecue with a worktop. I don't know exactly how it's going to be and what is going to be. I know taps are going to be there, and probably some other small damages are going to happen while they are going to use it. Anyway, for now I'm just going to leave that bit on like that, and yeah, for the rest all is done. Of course, is going to be more small jobs to do around here. I'm not going to do those jobs, somebody else will, like this work right there, but for now my job here, it's done. Hopefully I'm going to get a video with everything finished, I spoke with the guys here. Hopefully I can get that video, and I'm going to show you exactly how it's going to be the finish at the end of the project. But for now, I will just have to salute you. So don't forget to squeeze that like button, and see you on the next one.
ਕੀ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਿਆਣਾ ਬਿਨਾ